Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trixclue, and tonight on the FF6 Worlds Collide official Twitch channel, we have two of our 8 Kefka Grand Prix Deluxe finalists in the Schwann's 27 and Falcon Hit going head to head to see who can be the best racer of them all. Joining me tonight is the one and only Gretham. Gretham, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm excited for this race. It should be a fun one. So tonight we are running the Havoc Ring, which a little bit of a doozy. So it changes up from regular runs. We have a little bit of a bump in the Kefka unlock. We need 7 characters, 10 espers. And instead of checks for the skip, we're hunting some bosses and doing the Narsh battle. Another one, we're starting with auto condemn and if got permadeath on, so that's fun.
Fun indeed.
We're gonna be hitting fallen one every once in a while, every couple checks. What's your favorite thing about this flag set?
Oh, permadeath. Permadeath first and foremost. I think permadeath is the most pertinent flag we'll see our runners going through. Because it's the most challenging, right? Because we're starting with 6 Phoenix Downs. So that basically means we get 6 whoopsie-doozies. After 6 whoopsie-doozies, we gotta call it. And so you do afford yourself the beginning, like, hey, one of my characters died in this fight, right? I don't necessarily have to reset. I can just pick them up either during the fight or after the fight. But once you work your way through those 6, you got to start making some difficult decisions. Does someone go down and, we just call them dead right there for the rest of the seat? Or do we want to reset out? Or do we want to try to reset out to maybe save some Phoenix Downs for later? You never know when you may need them. But definitely permadeath is always first and foremost on my radar. A couple other things I'd like to point out about the Havoc Ring flag set is GP will be really, really difficult to come by. We're starting with 62k GP, but GP is scaled down to 3 from 5. That is a huge decrease, along with the cell fractional percentage being down to 1/8. You'll see as some Schwann's and Falcon Hit visit some shops just how punishing that can be. So you get 62k GP to start, but you really got to make the most of it, because that's just about all you're going to get.
Yeah, it's gonna have to watch that money when you're buying things. It'll be interesting if they run into maybe like a big weapon. Are they gonna splurge it all on the big weapon, or are they going to just try and buy a bunch of smaller things to get that money going?
Yeah, that 62k GP, you got to include your consumables in there. And as Greta mentioned, at various points throughout the run, our runners will get hit with the fallen run disability. So after every few checks, we're going to go down to 1 HP. We can recover ourselves from that 1 HP, but to recover yourself, you need sleeping bags, you need your 3, you need a few things to get your HP off that 1.
It'll be exciting because we have 2 very experienced runners who are going to be able to make short work of these flag sets. I feel like we have both of these. We are top 5 last week, so we had Falcon Hit with first using that haste buff, and then Schwann's coming in 5th. So this should be an exciting one, showing us how to work these flags.
Oh yeah, most definitely. They're 2 of the 8 finalists for a reason. Falcon Hit, himself being numerous champions of numerous events in and outside of the Worlds Collide community, and the Schwann's, his resume speaks for itself. We actually have his resume handy, but we're not going to pull that up today. That's another story for another day. I'm giving the fellas the 30-second warning right now, so we'll be getting started here in just a second. And just another reminder that we will be starting with Sabin. Sabin is a guaranteed starting character, but Sabin will have the general Leo sprite and the shock ability, so keep that in mind. You'll see a lot of Leo running around the screen, but that's actually Sabin. Little thematic purposes on that. Leo's trying to get his revenge on Kefka for what he did to him in the Masa a few years ago.
Yep, and it'll be interesting to see how long that shock stays useful. Shock's great. It's like a tier 3 spell, but it scales off magic. And we all know that Sabin doesn't always have the greatest magic stat.
No, he does not.
So it could be useful early, but we'll see how long they keep it up.
Yeah, alright, we just gave them the ready command, so they should be starting here just momentarily.
Always a good thing about starting with Saban is he has some great starting checks also. So that's always nice to see, and Celes, always a nice free check there too. Usually a strong character, great equip pool, great stats. So.
Another flag would like to point out or mention from the Havoc Ring is that Y banish remove is on, so Swan's taking immediate advantage of that to Y remove the door, which is technically in Y FPC in Final Fantasy VI, to get in the Narsh Water Ruling Weapon Shop and get this Esper or item, and it is Bismarck. That is the fastest Esper I've ever seen on a person go right away without a lock start.
Yeah,
but
that
I think we
Esper real quick.
I think we just call the race now. Schwantz is already ahead. You know, I don't think Vlad can recover from this. Oh no, actually he can. He's only 10 seconds behind him.
He's also getting the quick Esper with the Y remove.
These gentlemen are giving me some pause for thought on what I did here. Because I'm also one of the 8 finalists, as we mentioned above, and obviously I've already completed my run because I am here broadcast commenting with them. But man, this is some interesting strategies and what's going on here.
Yeah, be interested to see how long they keep following the same steps, or when we're gonna get some divergence.
I think Schwantz might need to dust his boots off because he's leaving footprints everywhere. That Falcon Head is just falling through, right?
Yeah, well, they seem to be a little splitting up right now. Falcon Head isn't going to that little treasury on the right, so... But nothing excessively different. We just check the monster in the box. That could be good for an offering.
Ooh.
Or?
It's good for a logo. Alright, Schwantz is going now to Waterwood and Nakia. I did not have that on my bingo card. What about you, Gretham?
Neither did I. I guess a lot of people like to bring up, maybe just checking one random shop, that nobody else is going to check. If you hit the jackpot, something good's there, you can just get a massive advantage.
Yeah,
checking shops is nice with like the starting GP.
I do appreciate this because remember, there are 8 competitors and only the first. It's a winner take all, right? So you have 8 competitors, you gotta win first. If you win second, that's cool and all, but we didn't advance, across the 9 weeks to get here. Just to, maybe come in 3rd or 4th place. If you want to finish first, sometimes you gotta take some chances, and then we're definitely doing that so far, and you'll love to see it.
I see that Falcon hit, bought an Esper for 60k and reset out of it. I think it was a Kieran, so didn't like what he saw enough there. I guess just wanted to see which Esper it was since he had that starting money.
Schwantz picked up a Peace Ring and a Dragon Horn. So Celeste does have natural jump, and that's natural jump plus Dragon Horn is pretty huge, right? So that's an extra free relic slot that you don't have to use for Dragon Boots. She just already has it as a built-in ability. So that way you can Dragon Horn Atlas Armlet, or Dragon Horn and Running Shoes, or Dragon Horn and really whatever you want to, right? And it just makes a powerful ability even more powerful.
Yeah, because like Dragon Boots and Horn together, not a great build. But yeah, like you're saying, saving that accessory slot turns it into a much more viable endgame build.
Gigantos on the Falcon Hit side of the screen. This is going to be tough because he's just got leather hats and leather armor, if that. Oh no.
Leo down.
Oh, that's fortunate. Ooh. Unfortunate.
Yeah, because if you can get Gigantos down, that is an absurd amount of starting XP.
It is. The problem is we don't have access to Vanish, obviously, because we're 4 minutes into the seed, right? But I do think that Esper he bought was Fenrir. Fenrir won't totally negate Gigantos, but it will do a pretty good job of getting his attacks out of the way and almost pretty much safe, right? Not 100%, but 75% safe based on the way Image works. Falcon Hit really hates that old guy.
Yeah.
just look around, my friend. He didn't do anything to you.
Lightly in your way, goodbye.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see, because he picked up 20k GP, if that will affect his decision to maybe go back and actually spend the 60k on that as per.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting. But they're back to retracing each other's stats. You know, it's a little bit of divergence, but Falconet just really wanted to be following Schwantz.
Yeah. Schwantz did pick up an over in the basement, and Schwantz has the curse shield as well. One of the big problems with the curse shield is, besides the inherent disabilities, side effects it inflicts on you, is that it does double damage for all elemental attacks, right? In a permadeath seat, that's really, really risky because you can, in a normal scenario, you put that on Celeste or whatever, and, Arrow comes out and she dies, and whatever, you just Phoenix her down or whatever, go on about your business. But if it happens 3 or 4 times throughout the course of this seed, it kind of gives you pause for thought. Do I do the curse shield? Do I not do it? What do I do here? But if he puts that maneuver on her like he is doing now all those AoE attacks that would typically wipe her out, like even an AoE attack with an element that breathes on her, it's getting double damage, right? But now that maneuver's going to negate a lot of them, that's huge in being able to unlock the curse shield efficiently.
Yeah, because without the maneuver, maybe they try something like while in the battle when it's about to end, sticking the shield on, but that would waste so much time. Yeah, Minerva is going to make this a lot easier to get that Ultima, which is a really great spell. It'll help a lot. A little long on the animation times, but very strong.
Schwantz is saying no thank you to that 60k. Inflation everywhere in real life and video games. Art imitating life, if you will. So Schwantz is still level 3 and he's going into the collapsing house. Do you think he's going to do some monster in boxes or peek some monster in boxes here, Gretham?
I think he'll probably peek them. Yeah, it looks like he's peeking them, but he's going to be in for a couple rude surprises. He's stuck here running away from Master Pug for a little bit, and then going to get hit with some throat jabs.
Yeah, that's kind of the risk reward here when you do collapsing house early. This kind of applies to Ancient Castle, but not so much, right? Because you're not going to Ancient Castle at level 3. If you're going to Ancient Castle at level 3, I don't know what you're playing, but it is a World's Collide. But when you come here at level 3 and you do get this big guy here, he can be a little bit harder to take down. He does have very, very almost non-existent magic defense, so this shock will do quite a bit. As you can see, it's just that he will do 3 counterattacks every time you damage him.
His Leo is surviving a lot better than...
Ooh, that's huge.
He had the armor. Oh.
That is huge. Right
going
there.
South Figaro getting some armor is a massive deal there. That's going to be a big XP lead.
Yep.
Oh, a VK over on Falconet's side. That's another great endgame weapon.
Very nice.
Anybody can equip it. So after all these free checks, where would be your first quote-unquote normal check would you think to go to?
Under most normal circumstances, Imperial Camp is a great opening. And here that should probably be the case. A little weird wrinkle that we'll notice throughout the seed is that we've already done South Figaro Basement. 2, we've moved into World of Ruin Weapon Shop, right? And now we've done Collapsing House. That's 3 checks where we didn't fight a single boss, and we're probably gonna go to a 4th one where we don't fight another boss, right? In Imperial Camp. That could potentially be 4 pieces of progression. And 14 bosses is a lot of bosses to get to. If you don't kind of slow down on the number of checks you do without a boss, it's really, really easy to end up with your requirements. With only like 6 or 7 bosses completed, and then obviously that's not 14. That's not even close to 14. So then you're kind of stuck at an awkward point where I have no position to get skip, and I am no position. I really gotta walk the tower with a split party. And as Gretham mentioned during the opening, there are shuffled statues waiting for everybody within the tower, similar to our Warring Triad flag set / event. Shuffled statues at mass scaling is incredibly difficult to tackle and overcome. Even more difficult than the final boss in Final Fantasy VI, because again, we're fighting them one-on-one, and we'll get one party where we get 2-on-1, right? But it's going to be really, really hard for our runners to navigate through those.
Smart move by Schwantz, because you can see on Falconet's side, Like, they both got hit by Fallen One, so you can see them both at 1 HP. And Schwantz going to the waterfall here, you get healed before that. So that's just a quick way to get all of his characters back up, and because he hasn't been able to kill the Gigantos, got EXP so he can fight the bosses. That's a smart play.
Falcon Hit didn't get the Gigantos experience, so he's heading up to a more traditional approach with the Imperial Camp. Imperial Camp does give us another monster in the box that Falcon Hit's heading up to right now. Let's see what it is. Ooh, that's the other one we really like to see.
He can get this down. He does have VK. I didn't see if anybody could equip it, but VK offering, if somebody can put that on, is huge.
Yeah.
You like to confuse Katana Soul, but not this time.
Yeah. He has some fire rods in inventory, and he's just cracking them out. The good news for Falcon Hit so far is that we do have a flag called Phase Shift on, which basically means anybody can cast anything. So normally you fight Flame Eater, right? And Flame Eater fire off fire spells at you. Well, with Phase Shift, what Flame Eater can now do is either attack you with poison, attack you with ice, attack you with air spells. Everybody's abilities just get shuffled across all the different elements. And Katana Soul Healer is using some of the weaker non-elemental spells like Osmos. That wasn't the weak one right there. It just no bueno Celeste into the ground. But
just sliding that the offering is worth using some of his precious Phoenix Downs.
No, this is huge because Leo / Seven can wear the offering, and offering Night Knife is the dream, right? That's what you'll love to see in the morning when you wake up. But this Katana Soul's giving him a hard time.
On his side, he finally got through Welka. Welka, not always the hardest boss, but early on, very slow.
Oh,
that shell. Ooh, and Falcon Hit. That's a reset.
That's okay because he's just right outside the gate of Imperial Camp. But now he knows where Gigantos. Now he knows where Katana Soul is, so he can kind of get his feet underneath him a little bit more so, and come back in a position where he can take advantage of those fights. And that's what he's doing now. He's getting a few fights under his belt. That was Ifrit for Schwantz at the end of Barren Falls, so that is his second Esper. Excuse me, third Esper.
I was a little slow on doing a tracker. So yeah, Schwantz has done a little bit of a different route than usual just because of his options, but it seems working out. Oh, and he's now gonna see if he can get his offering. See how prepared he is for this Katana Soul. He does have, like we've been saying, that XP advantage, and it'll be interesting.
Yeah, even though Schwantz still has a decent amount of levels underneath him, he doesn't have access to Confuse or a way to model Katana Soul to make him real easy. So he could still be a little bit of a spicier fight here.
But he's not checking it first, so either it'll be interesting if he checks it or after all the fights, which could be very rude, or if he's just going to be skipping it here.
Katana Soul is one of those things that the farther into the siege you find him, the less dangerous he becomes. Because when you find him at level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, he has a big HP pool, farther than most of the fights you will come across, because of the way scaling works. So it's kind of hard to damage him down. But when you fight him at a little higher levels, right, his abilities don't quite pat as much of a punch, and you're just able to work through him much faster. Schwantz doing shock here. That's not going to do much because these guys have super high magic defense.
Magic damage, yeah. Did not do much. We have Falcon Head starting his rematch with Katana Soul. Have to get some levels, see how those affect it. He just wants to keep doing Rasp.
Oh no.
That'd be very helpful. Ooh.
Alright, so Gretham. That Goblin in your fight, it's actually pretty dangerous because they do have a lot of nasty things that can do that for you. As with Schwantz's Celeste just go down in one shot. He may want to consider running from those. He couldn't in that one because it was a pincer attack, right? But on this go around, let's see what he does.
Just because, yeah, not having any warp stones or smoke bombs, you just, even though you want to not be in that fight, the game says you're in that fight.
Yep.
Falconet's still in here.
Yeah.
He's still surviving.
This console fight, should we just be done? I think. Well, 1 or 2 more turns and he should be good here.
Yeah, hopefully it's quick because he has 20 seconds left on that condemn timer, which can be a little scary.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely do some weight tricking if needed. But getting low.
There he goes. That's
Oh, and there he is.
That's huge.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. They've done some pretty similar checks, but it's going to be a early Katana Soul versus the early Gigantos is going to be the big changes. So see how that affects it.
The good news for Falcon Hit is that Valiant Knife offering, if he puts it on, is going to do some work against this formation that Schwantz is fighting again for the second time.
Seems to want to be fighting it. He's not running away, so...
He's taking it personal.
Yeah. They take him out, he wants them gone. How dare you make me reset my own game.
Yeah. Valiant Knife or not, I think Falcon Hit's still going to do pretty good with these because he does have a decent amount of fire rods, and the fire rods will ignore the high magic defense of these guys. Shot coming out again, but Falcon Hit's going to remember it right away, which you kind of can't do with these guys.
See those 30s in the damage numbers and
oh,
even less than
30. That's bold assumption, my friend.
Yeah. Man, I thought I was gonna say 50, and you're like, no, that's way too high. I'll say 30, and then even that was way too high. He's throwing on the VK,
yeah.
But cracking the fire rod.
Oh, he's gotta be careful. So Schwantz has to be careful because Goblin, that sprite just in general gets really, really mad when he's the last one left alive. As you saw him right there start firing off a level 5 Doom. Basically, that's all it will do is it will just start firing off all the level spells, and eventually one of them will hit you, right? So I'm not trying to jinx Schwantz here, but he is level 5 now, or excuse me, 15, and we're going to turn around and fight that exact same formation because formations 1 and 2 Imperial Camp are always the same ones. And if he does the same thing where he leaves a Goblin alive last, he's in danger of being level 5 Doomed again. But this time it will.
Pincer attack again.
Yeah. Oh no.
See how he approaches this.
And these are punching a little harder.
Yeah.
Did Schwantz jump to the right side and left the Goblin alone?
That's what it's looking like.
That's
He's playing a dangerous
okay, there you
game.
go.
Oh,
he knows.
Yeah,
okay, good.
Oh, Leo's down Falcon Head's side. So at this point, they've been in these fights for so long. You don't want to reset out of this. Falcon Head having especially going through the Katana Soul. Schwantz having gone through that first Goblin fight, which took so long.
Falcon Hit's calling it. Unfortunately, right now, Schwantz doesn't have that luxury. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry, my friend.
Yeah. No spoilers, but did you go through this pain? Imperial Camp?
So I will say that a shield or two may have been broken just to get through those dangers. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Oh, and Falconhead just saying nope. It's a fixed dice, another option for dealing with some of those enemies that are strong to magic.
Yeah. Schwantz is gonna go try bark up another tree. Looks like he's heading on over to the Opera House. Here's hoping the encounter is a little bit nicer for him, so hopefully we don't get any Madam Outsiders or anything like that here. Let's see if Schwantz knows you can Y remove the door, or you have to go over and flip the switch. Come on, go left, Schwantz, go left.
Forget.
There we go.
Oh, he's good. And this is why he's one of the finalists.
That's why he's one of the finalists. You gotta know everything on the table.
You have to have these encounters not be as rude. Oh, and Falcon Hit is now starting his, well,
Yeah.
beat up session.
Oh no. Well, hopefully the next counter will be a little bit nicer.
Yeah, that's half the fight that you're gonna be running through. Hoping the other half is more kind. I guess with all these Welks, so much of their offense is randomized.
Oh no.
Let's reset.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
no,
no.
you killed
Time out.
it.
Time out, Schwantz. Time out. That's an immediate reset for Schwantz.
Oh, that is a caster curse if I've seen it. Oh boy.
I'm sorry, my friend. So with that in mind, Gretham, we do have some other checks on the table we can still go to. Schwantz is going to head over to Mount Colts, one of Leo/Shaven's other checks. We're going to bark up just another tree. Hopefully this one will be a little bit nicer to us. Maybe just some squirrels in there, not a beehive waiting for us.
Because yeah, there's some very rude things on all these trees I've been trying to bark up. Oh man, I was thinking, this flagset's gonna be hard, but their experience, they're gonna get through this. And then the game was like, you know what? You've hard flagsets. Let's throw some hard encounters on top of this, just to make it more fun.
Welk just threw out Stone, which is arguably, well, it's a level 1 non-elemental ability, but arguably it's the worst ability, the most difficult ability in the game because of what it can do. Celeste is doing a mad dance on her screen right now. And now she's going to jump on the shell because of it, just why not? But yeah, phase shift is a doozy sometimes.
Want to, you want to give those well counter hits,
He does have a Thunder Shield, but again, Thunder Shield doesn't matter because Mega Bolt isn't coming out from this walk. I think it's going to be like Aqua Rake or some other water ability that he was doing earlier.
Yeah, an angry dog on the left side. That's a giant HP sponge to get through. See how his phase shift happens and what he's going to be throwing out at them.
Well, if you would just give Admiral Weapon a belly rub, he wouldn't be so angry all the time.
Yeah, still need the pet dog percent. Pet all the dogs. Play both Atmas, one day.
Good news is he's using some lightning abilities on the Thunder Shield. Falcon hit is finally through the very difficult, surprisingly difficult Welk fight. Welk usually a pushover, but not today. Falcon hit will get Ifrit for his troubles. I'll go ahead and mark that down right now, Gretham. Pretty sure I hit the right button.
Welk decided to do his best Phantom Train cosplay of just, oh hey look, an easy fight. Oh hey look, a status effect on it.
Yep.
So, let's see where Falcon Hit decides to go. If he's gonna also climb up the mountain, or if he's gonna, oh, he's going to the Phantom Train.
Ooh.
Oh, and then we get through the angry dog with the Schwantz, getting him an Esper. We get a lot of Espers.
Yeah.
No, no characters yet.
That's definitely an Esper right there.
Ice 3, some strength. Getting some more offense options.
Alright, so Falcon Hit's going to show us some new information. We're still looking for character number 3. And remember, we need 7 characters and 10 Espers along with 14 bosses. Looking at the trackers right now, Schwantz has 2 bosses, Falcon Hit has 1. That was an Esper in the train cart for Falcon Hit.
Odin.
Ooh, Warp. Warp is actually a pretty good spell in this circumstance because while we do have Celeste, there is 2 spots we can Y remove into. One of them we would need Warp Stones to, or else we'd have to do a very, very long Walk of Shame. And that is Cyan's Mount Zozo check. We can go into Boulder Ruin. Actually, we can go into either one, and we can go on up to the way to Mount Zozo. We'll just Y remove the door and make our way up the mountain if we wanted to do so.
Yeah, and even just World of Balance Zozo, they can just Y remove through that boss if they don't think they're gonna go for the boss skip for Kefka Tower.
Oh no. More level magic, so more boss fights that are not fun. Falcon Hit's gonna tap out of this one. Can't blame him.
Making them burn through all these smoke bombs. I've never seen smoke bombs be so useful in so many checks.
Yeah.
Usually there's like one check you want to get out of, but this one there's a lot.
Yeah, smoke bombs are even more valuable than the Illumina right now, I tell you what.
Yep. And Schwantz over here now going to the other opera and looking like he's gonna try and fight a dragon.
Well, he did, I think this was the gold dragon, and it did an AoE attack that took him down, but, you know, what are the odds?
Can't AoE him twice in a row.
No, of course not.
This seed has been so nice. We'll never do that again.
Gold Dragon you can Berserk, but I don't think we have access to Berserk.
So that first spell wasn't too bad. Only got
Oh no.
the Hedonites.
That is not a fight you want to fight when you have a 20 HP character on permadeath.
Oh, Fire 3 though. Do some big damage. Cast, because the Espers are, you can repeat summon Espers, so maybe even some Ifrit's ban might help.
That is true. I don't think Falcon Hit, yeah, because you see he has multiple save files on his save there. So he didn't lock himself into Phantom Train where he has to complete it or it's boom or bust. But you've come all this way and you've gotten nothing for it. You may want to at least give this a try.
Oh, and Schwantz does have Berserk.
Oh, he does. Great heads up play there. Alright, now this Gold Dragon will cooperate a little nicer.
Just Gold Dragon, just a reskin Magic Master at this point, essentially. Berserk it and just beat it down. Interesting. Like, how much damage would an Ifrit versus a Bolt 2 do? I wonder if he knows. Recasting Espers.
Well, the Ifrit will be, I don't know. Fire 3 obviously is the best thing he can do right now, because swinging that Valiant Knight offering, one, he had to heal up a little bit, just so he could survive some hits like that, for example. Well, now that he's low HP, you might as well swing it. But what his Valiant Knight swings are going to do is they're going to probably hit everything but the guy you want him to hit.
Get some armor over here on Schwantz's side. He got a behemoth suit. So he has his first dragon down. And yeah, unfortunately, that's a lot of random selection offense going on Falcon Head's side. Just praying to RNG, and RNG is not cooperating.
2, 3. This Haydn probably has about 7k-ish HP, and we've done a little over 2. Now we've done close to 4. So he essentially needs 2 swings, at least 2 more swings of the Valiant Knight to get it off. He's very fortunate that Shockwave didn't do more damage right there, or they didn't target Leo, but he can still get through this. Can we? There we go. Alright, we just need Leo to get a few more swings off, and he's got this.
Phoenix down, gonna stay at low life and hopefully get some more swings off.
He did attack that. Yeah, that's huge. Alright, this Celeste's timer he's got to be mindful of as well.
And wants reset out of Phantom Train after seeing Odin.
Oh no, but he should have a Thunder Shield, doesn't he? Oh no, he doesn't.
Oh, let's see. Hopefully this
this jump has to do it because the condemned timer in there will still tick down, so she's not going to get another turn.
How many hits is this jump
2.
going to do? 2?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh. And reset, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we see Schwantz in World of Balance. I didn't see if he checked the Esper cost there. Because hopefully it's less than 60,000. Because with these flag sets, money's tight. He must have checked it and been too expensive.
Alright, so Schwartz is going to Magitek Factory. Magitek Factory is kind of interesting because we start with a Savin, right? And Magitek Factory is one of the spots you can Y remove into. But we have Celeste, so we can come here within logic anyways. It will give us a shot at 2 Espers plus a guaranteed Esper or character. So good chance here that character number 3 is waiting for us at the end of Magitek Factory.
Then we have Falconhead doing a little bit of grind fight, I'm assuming, trying to get Fire 3 on, I guess Salads is the one who doesn't have it, to try and just burn through Hedon rather than having to take out all the Hedonites with the random target offense.
Yeah, just a little more survivability will help out tremendously here, because he was, you know, probably one more act away with his Savin or Celeste from getting through it. You just got to be able to survive that with the timer going on, plus all the other struggles of the fight. Ooh, Fossil Fang's a nice little fight, and that's why you can just use a Revivify and call it a day.
Revivify is definitely one of the better status effect items that you want to pick up extra for, because yeah, being able to take out those undead enemies in one hit is great. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see what kind of bosses Schwartz has, because 2 characters, Magitek Factory, gonna be interesting.
His Leo cosplaying as, or his Savin cosplaying Leo is doing quite a bit of work with his shock. Yeah, no problems whatsoever with his Yamaru so far. Yeah, and Celeste is really starting to come online with her Dragon Horn and her natural jump.
Yeah, I wonder if Schwartz has the enhancements. There's not one of them equipping an enhancer on there, Leo. So, giving Sabin, who has that low magic stat, just extra magic power through equipment, is great for shock.
Alright, round 3 between Haydn and Falconhead here. A little more Fire 3, a little more MP this time.
Yeah, a little bit more defense.
Yeah.
A little bit more offense. He was so close before, so you'd expect to be able to get through this. And Schwartz is there killing his Yeti.
He may be able to just Fire 3 his entire way through this because he's doing quite a bit of damage with that Fire 3. Oh, we just don't have the MP, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a Tri-Talk from Schwartz.
Oh no.
Oh no. Zombie cell.
The good news is that he doesn't have to use a Phoenix down to take that off of her. The bad news is...
Oh, he hit once, twice? Is that enough? Nope. Okay, Sellers wasn't rude.
Oh no.
Glad he was. These have been some tough first checks.
Absolutely.
And speaking of not tough checks,
yeah,
we got a Dataluma, finally some reprieve. You know, it's been some tough checks, but Umaro into Dataluma, I don't know if anybody would turn that down.
Yeah, Schwartz has found some even footing here after the rough start and all the numerous resets and problems he encountered. Falconhead's still working to find that even footing himself. I know it didn't go his way round number 3, but he's in much better position to take this down. Looks like he's gonna...
On the curse shield.
Is he gonna crack the shield? He may just crack the shield and call it a day.
The Thunder Shield on Leo rather than Celes. Starting his Fire 3 spam, we'll see. He responds. Oh, man,
no.
Didn't even need to see the damage. Scar Beam gives people nightmares. Walk into that White Dragon fight, Scar Beam, and everybody dies. So,
did Schwartz say before he got on the minecart?
I did not see. Because, knowing this seed, it might beat him up a little bit.
You never know for sure, but Tor, Evil Oscar's a nice little fight though to have some shock with.
get the more XP going, because with the way this season's going, definitely needs more XP for that power. Oh, and Falcon hit what, round 5 now? Maybe?
That's alright, this is the time. I can feel it in my bones. I'm gonna pull up my mobile app, my betting app. I'm gonna wager, 3 months worth of mortgage that Falcon Hit makes through this fight successfully, and not gonna backfire one bit. I believe in my friend. Yeah, he has enough to do fire 3-4 times, and I think if he can get it off 4 times, that should be enough to get through the fight in itself.
One hit on him, then I guess this would be his 4th fire 3 here. If it can get off. I mean, they're being quite cooperative with just hit
We'll time with this fight. Didn't quite do it, but that's okay.
Let's see who he hits. And no hits on the main heat. That's unfortunate. At least 2 of the targets are down for his random offense.
That's alright, this is
a
gonna...
little bit lower for Valiant Knife. Well, big block.
Oh no. Oh no.
Berserk
Mission abort.
now.
Mission abort. Oh, he does have Berserk.
Berserk.
Ooh.
He used it on Golden Dragon.
That's true.
So
Crisis averted for Schwantz.
imagine if they didn't. Oh, keep him down. Round 5, you get to keep your money and make some extra. It looks like. Your faith was well placed.
Alright, we're finally through the train ride from a not very pleasant place for a Falcon Hit.
Train ride to maybe a minecart ride after following
Oh, I
Schwantz's
hope
steps?
not, because I'm not sure if he has Berserk like Schwantz does.
Or which Esper have Berserk.
Yeah, probably Mount Colts, I would say, for Falcon Hit. Yeah, just
Trying to find it. Yeah,
next, remember, Schwantz didn't make it through Imperial Camp. Falcon Hit did. But Schwantz has been just about everywhere else in the world while Falcon Hit was still on the train. So while Falcon Hit did spend quite a bit of time on that train, Schwantz hasn't exactly pulled ahead, right? Because he had some of his own struggles at the Opera House in both worlds. So this is still very much in the air. Right turn here or there, because we still haven't even found character number 3, and we need to find 5 more.
I think I just saw somebody learn Mert, so maybe we got a couple shields. Well, he has a Minerva and a shield, so
That is true.
could be hitting that Merton button. Yeah, and that Merton button is very strong if you have the right defensive equipment for it. And of course, no character.
No character,
Golem's
but it is
nice
Golem. Yeah, Golem's nice to have in the bag. Finally, a difficult boss for somebody to fight.
Just an octopus, just swimming into the clouds. Yeah, like they said in chat, 38 minutes to be rocking 2 characters. That's not fun.
Let's see. Based off their trackers, we know a character is not at Collapsing House. We know a character is not in the Magitek, so it leaves either Kefka at Narsh or Opera House. And Schwantz knows the horrors that are waiting for him at the Opera House, so he's gonna go check Kefka at Narsh instead. This is gonna be really interesting if there is a character here, because we'll have to take it on with one character, right? In the party, because we have to split the party down to form 2 different parties.
This will be interesting, because we'll see where Falconet goes next, because if it's in Opera House, it's gonna be interesting getting through there. Just a quick boss update. We got 6 bosses down on Schwantz's side, and 2 bosses down on Falconet's side, so they're gonna definitely need some more boss kills if they want that skip. It's time for Falconet to fight his angry dog.
Oh no. That's one of the dangers with the Valiant Knight offering in this case. You need your character at low HP to maximize that damage output, but when your character is low HP, they're always at risk of dying.
Yep, see if he wants to use one of his Phoenix Downs here. Yep, he's gone through half his Phoenix Downs.
Oh no, Schwantz.
Looks like we're going to the opera.
We're making a U-turn, and we got to go see if our tickets are they're still holding our tickets. Hopefully Schwantz has season passes to the opera, because he's going to need it.
He has season tickets to Pugs and Outsiders. So, not a show you really want to have to go to, but it's looking like it's the only show in town.
He's making a stop at Jador. Maybe he's trying to see if there's some better tickets for sale for some better seats for the opera, because he didn't like the seats he had. Wonder what he's looking for. Maybe just anything, right? Because maybe something to I guess he's looking for warp stones or smoke bombs to get past the amount of outsiders. That would be my wonder, I guess.
Just taking a quick look at the weapons and defense for information later. Would always be nice. Maybe find even though you don't have a whole lot of money, but
yeah,
finding like a shield or even like something like a blizzard orb or rage ring and would make Merton strats a lot easier once he gets more characters.
So here's a fun little thing about the rats that are dancing around in the opera house. Basically every other rat is the same fight, right? So the first one will be the Pugs, the second will be Madam Outsider. That means the last two Schwantz has to navigate through to get to the Ultra Sprite that took her the boss fight. He's going to have to make it through another Pug, which isn't inherently scary, but he's going to have to make it through at least 2 Madam Outsider fights unless you get some very, very fortunate RNG. And again, with only 2 characters, if they start throwing, those lovely things they love to throw, those enhancers, those Asheras, whatever you want to call it, we're not going to survive that. So we're basically going to go down. That's disabilitating and permanent death in all of itself. But then we're going to have to eat through some Phoenix Downs. And 2, we only also have 2 characters, right? So if they throw out 2, it's game over. It's GG. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I know Falcon Hit has smoke bombs, but it looks like Schwantz doesn't have any still, so... Because, yeah, you could just roll the dice, hope to kill them.
No, you do not roll the dice.
I mean,
if you
hope for the best.
If you attempt to roll the dice, you're gonna have an even rougher go of it there.
He's gonna have a sword to your face, but he did find his smoke bombs.
Yeah, that's... As I was saying, smoke bombs are more valuable than Illumina so far.
Falcon Hit taking the heal with a little bit of a scary with 1 life each.
You
a little scary. Okay.
You know it's a rough seed when no rabbits are claiming party members. That's unfortunate. For Falcon Hit there.
Yeah, but he wanted that free heal. So, round 2 for Schwantz with the very rude rats up here on the rafters.
Alright, first one's Pugs. He's giving him a little juke and jive. He doesn't make it through the first one. He does get a preemptive. That's good. That's good on the timer. That's good on the knees. That's good on the back. That's great. It's scary rat. He makes it through, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, he makes it through. It's Barry Sanders out there. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. We just want to hope the word.
Smoke bomb off?
Yeah. If the words Asher show up on our screen, we are in trouble. Oh no. Oh no.
Imperial.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
And it was on the one who was
getting the one. Don't do it. He'll survive this.
Okay, we're fine here.
Oh no. Oh.
I see how foolish I was saying by trying to gamble to get past that. You definitely need those smoke bombs. Even with smoke bombs, it's tough to get past.
That's unfortunate too, because it's really, really hard to get past one of them, much less almost 2 of them. So now he has to go through at least 1 more. Alright, now he loses all that progress over this fortunate jukes and jibes there, so he's going to give it another try.
There you go. Round 3 on Schwantz's side, and Falcon Hit is on his way to his own minecart ride.
All right, so remember when you see the hole, you got to hit it, right? You just got to get through there, get through the egg wrap, and get to the end zone. Just wants no hold that time.
Jukes. Oh, that rat came for him.
Yeah.
Didn't even care about his jukes. You gotta watch the body, not the head. Don't fall for those fake moves. Just go right at the body.
Yeah. You can't see, like, you can move your arm side to side to juke, right? But you can't move your hips outside of your body. So that's why you look at your hips when you're trying to form tackle, and that's what the plugs did there. They made it a good solid tackle on Schwantz. Let's see him, Madam out. That's unfortunate because you can't walk around that part. You just need them to move. All right, we're taking him on head on. Preemptive attack. That's huge.
Oh.
Get out of there, Schwantz. There we go.
Yeah. Saves that smoke bomb.
Oh no.
Nice free. Oh.
Oh no, the other rats smell blood. He's past one. All right, that's huge.
Okay, at least it's pugs.
Yeah. We do have one more rat moseying around at the end of the walkway.
Oh, Umaro has hops on Falconet's side.
All right, here we go.
Umaro hops better than Celad's hops.
Schwantz, you have an opening. Take it. Take the opening while you got it.
Oh.
Tremendous.
That was a solid raptor section.
Absolutely. Now, hopefully this isn't Doom Gaze.
Yeah, what boss is he rewarded with? Maybe an angry chicken or something? This speed has been a little bit rude.
Well, Spicy Chicken will be in the tower. Kefka's tower.
Oh, true,
He
yeah.
can't be
shuffled,
here.
Yeah.
But I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at, Creston.
I'm just thinking, like, worst kit.
Oh, that's, do we have ice rods? We have ice 3. Okay.
Which, I mean, they have a lot of magic defense, so it's essentially like they're not weak to ice. But at least it does do some damage. And then Falcon hits through his first step of easy bosses, going down Umaro. Beating up his dad now. Spamming those ice 3s on Schwantz's side.
So we know what horrors are awaiting Falcon Hit on the minecart ride. Do we know if Falcon Hit Gretham is by chance in a decent position to handle those horrors? Because I know he doesn't have the Paladin shield. We do have BK offering, but we also have to be able to tank a few hit or two from some attacks from you-know-who that's coming. Do we know Berserk by chance?
He has 6 They both have 6 Espers.
Okay.
And they're... a lot of their checks line up.
Yeah, I'm not really sure which Esper it would be on. Falcon Hit didn't do...
didn't do Collapsing House.
That's correct, and Schwantz didn't do Imperial Camp. So it could have been on the vice versa, one of those Espers, or it could be on Esper he has, he just hasn't bothered learning it, because like I think we had Ultima, we had Merton, we had a Strength Esper, we had a lot of good things going on.
Yeah, so... comes down to, will he have Berserk learned?
And there's Setzer.
Nice scoop of vanilla.
Yep. Alright, now we just
got
gotta...
a third character.
Yeah, we just need to find 4 more. Hopefully they're not behind some more Madam Outsiders, but...
That was very quick going through his skills. Did you see or remember what Setzer has?
Can't remember what Setzer does or doesn't do. We'll find out when he takes him. Surely he'll be going to Search the Skies here momentarily.
Falcon Hit, starting his minecart ride, getting some nice XP, you know, getting lulled into a false sense of security before you-know-who shows up.
Yeah, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment in which to, whatever place of worship you have or higher power you may, believe in for Falcon Hit's sake, because, his Leo is doing quite a bit of damage, but his Leo is only at 261 HP. And this is a scary situation come up, so let's wish our friends some good luck coming up here.
We get an Edgar on Schwantz's side, so he is his 4th character. So, yeah, we just have to hope that Falcon Hit has that Berserk learned.
Yeah, hopefully he hasn't learned and he gets a preemptive as well. Or a good ATB roll.
See
Alright.
if he uses his luck up here, or if he, you know, maybe saves his luck for going through his opera house. Checking spells.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ah.
Getting Leo up. Maybe Leo gets to his turn. Maybe he has Berserk learn. Maybe.
Well, somebody. Oh, that Shazam is huge, right? If he just does another attack. Oh, he's not following up attack. That's huge because now he can see, now he gets an opportunity to see what Leo can or can't do.
Oh no, he's going straight to shock. So he looks like
he's
he's
weight
just trying
tricking.
to take him down.
He's weight tricking. So you can kind of jam Magic Master's attack Q here. If you can just trigger attack and trigger his force change, you eat up his ATB and kind of force him not to attack. Oh no. That is ippy.
Oh.
Okay, that's
Oh, that's down. It lured him in with the 2 easy boss fights.
yeah.
Easy random encounters. Magic.
The good news is for Falcon, if he can just somehow get a Fire 3 off with Celeste and then 2 turns off with a low HP Sabin, that should take him down. It's just going to be really, really iffy or close if that can happen, right? Because he needs like some very fortunate RNG. He needs a Shazam to come out or a single target attack. He can't take a slot or a slide or anything that's going to do AoE because Leo's going to be in such a vulnerable position. He's also going to need a good ATB roll for the fight to start.
I guess or I wonder how sure he is that a rod and attack would do it, or like maybe he cracks his shield.
Yeah, the Thunder Shield is one of those things where it's going to do almost assuredly do quad 9s, but also that's like his best bet for Celeste to survive return is he does like a diffuser or a Gigapult, and that wastes a turn because it gives him ability to take the hit.
While we wait for Falconhead to have his rematch, we have Schwantz going into Edgar checks, and he sees a Go-Go jumping across the water, so... Not the best character to see, but hey, we need 7 of them, so at least it's character.
And how quickly it went from 2 to 5 there.
Yup. You know, I just needed to break that seal and get that first one, because the speed is like wider checks later on the characters are, whatever that wording is, I forget what it is, but yeah, later on characters have a higher chance of getting more characters.
I think what he's gonna do is take his Edgar out for Go-Go.
I guess being able to... Oh, that's very low health on Falconhead's side.
Yeah. So his sequence events here is Fire 3, Quad BK swings here. And then he almost needs Celeste to come back and get a high roll with the fixed dice. Oh, he's gonna try to get her in the air. That's nice. That's huge.
Yep. Fixed dice jumping. Oh, she's in the air.
Alright, that's unfortunately the end for Leo there. But we've done almost 8k damage.
Oh, no.
Oh, we're at 11k damage, so if he can get in the air again, he's got a shot. That's huge. That's huge. That won't wipe him.
1 HP
Oh no.
in the air.
Oh no. I'm not sure if Zap will go down in the air. Oh no! What happens? I don't know what happens here.
Oh god, he's doing good damage too.
Oh no!
What happened?
What happened? Oh no!
If you had 1 HP, you just needed to keep that 1 HP. Oh, that's so rude. Why did he do that? Oh, if they had done that damage the first time jumping.
Yeah.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Falconhead has been so close on so many of these boss fights. Just always that last little bit.
Yeah.
And on the side, got the big green ogre, got a Baba. Okay, so Setzer has Blitz. Doing the, Holy damage.
Yeah, so Edgar down for Schwantz, who's doesn't matter a whole lot, right? Because he's clearly gonna put something for his go-go. He's about to get, and
no need to waste the Phoenix Downs. Oh, I think I just saw the Curse Shield got dispelled.
oh, very nice.
Oh, and there's his fallen one. I mean, everybody was low anyway. They're all like 400 HP, so he needed to heal them anyway. So is he keeping his VK user at 1 HP? We'll be interested. Okay, Falcon Head getting through his Proto armor, so almost time for him to have his third rematch.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate spot about this guy being in the spot he's in, because you have to go through all those fights and animations just to earn your opportunity to take him on multiple times. Oh, that's no bueno.
Yeah, getting stuck into reviving right off turn one, losing all that damage is rough.
Ooh, interesting play there from Schwantz. He Wyvern moved into the castle while the castle was underground.
Does it affect like the castle at all? Like, I'm guessing it stays underground and all that, or does it do like weird stuff like pop up at somewhere? I've never wire moved through that door.
No, he still has the opportunity to continue on into the ancient castle as normal. I believe you can just get access to the throne room and the lobby.
Okay, so I guess just save some time, check that free check, and get some more shopping in.
Oh, that's huge rolls.
Oh, big
Oh, that's not a huge roll. That's a better roll.
Oh,
Big roll, big roll. Is that enough? Okay.
Ooh.
Oh no. All right, so we just get up in the air again.
Did he get a jump off?
Nice.
Okay, come on, dice.
Ooh. Very
Please,
fortunate
dice.
timing. All right, so we're over 10k worth of damage. Some big rolls.
Oof.
6. Oh no.
Oh, game.
Oh no.
Why?
All right. Ooh, what a spell. All right.
7 seconds, yeah.
Moment of truth. It's got to be this one because we don't have time to get another one off.
Yep.
900. 18.
Oh, he got through.
Beautiful.
Oh,
So clutch.
nicely done.
All right.
And unfortunately, his reward for that, go deal with that opera house. Oh, you think you keep getting through one horrible check after another, and then there's just more horrible checks after.
Yeah. Just a little update on Schwantz's boss count. I think he's up to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's up to 8 bosses. Falcon Hit will be at 7 after he takes care of this Ultra, so hopefully shouldn't give him too much trouble. But Falcon Hit will be at that point now where he needs to kind of run around, do some process elimination to figure out that Opera House is where he needs to go. And then we'll see how he's able to juke and jab on the football field with those Madam Outsiders out and about running across the balconies.
Because he doesn't have Collapsing House, and he has no Kefka at Narsh, so we'll see if he goes to Opera right away.
Oh,
Don't
looks
look
like he
Opera
looks like I heard the Opera was good today, and yeah, he got some tickets on the resale market for a good price, but they're a good price for a reason.
Let's see how his dodging skills are, and I wonder how many smoke bombs he has left, because he bought them so much earlier than Schwantz did, and he's been using them over the course of the seed, which has been very helpful until now, if he has enough.
Mm-hmm.
Schwantz is rewarded with a Phoenix.
Oh, great heads-up play by Falcon Hit. Also remember he can Wyvern move the door, save himself a little bit of time, not having to go all over to the switch.
He's practicing his juking skills, juking us, so he can juke the rats later.
Yeah. It's so funny though, right? Because you're thinking, oh man, Pugs, what a really unfortunate fight this is to have on the on the balcony up here. And little do you know that that is actually the fight you want to see.
Yeah. Oh, he does have the warp spell at least. A little bit slower than smoke bombs. Yeah. As Chikat's pointing out, we have ticked over the 1 hour mark and he's still only has 2 characters. Oh, 1 down. And
oh no! Run, Celeste! Run! Just run!
oh, 9
Run!
HP.
Run!
Oh, he's out. Final? Maybe?
Oh, that's the last Phoenix down.
I'm not saying anything. We don't need any more caster cards. Let's see. Rat, 1. Oh,
Oh,
he has
no.
1
Can
more
we
to
get
get
it?
through.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Which
no,
one
be
is
plugs. Oh no.
it? Oh.
Oh no. He's got to
Oh.
run. Oh no, that means Saban's. Okay, he's resetting.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
no more Phoenix downs. Man, whoever rolled this seed, whichever side you're looking at it from, either did a very good job for entertainment-wise, or a very poor job for playability-wise. This is one of those seeds where it's like, you know, everybody like jokes, like, ha ha ha, what would be like the worst thing to happen? You know, let's entertain us with their pain, and it's been hitting on that a lot. Falcon Head making that same decision as Schwantz did, seeing how awful those fights are at the Opera House, deciding to walk up to Kefka and Narsh and be sorely disappointed that there's no character standing up there for him.
Yeah, it's a really sad state of affairs for what's happening when you're like, you know what, I'd rather go fight whatever that Kefka at Narsh 1v1 rather than try to make it through these rats in the Opera House. That's just how bad things have turned with what the seed has given us. But nope, Falcon Hit's got the bad news. He's got to go back. He's got to get to the rats some way, somehow. Looking at his tracker now, yeah, he knows for sure that Opera House is the way through the seed. And, yeah, he's just got to...
Round 2, let's see if his juking skills have improved. He was able to dodge 1, I think, last time, but it was a pug fight. So hopefully he can get past some of the outsider fights.
Schwantz is opting for Go-Go Zone Eater check as opposed to Zetsu's Daryl's Tomb check. He's down to the point where he did Ancient Castle. Character is either there or it's at whatchamacallit, Daryl's Tomb, so he's electing for Zone Eater.
Yeah, interesting, because I guess at least my thought process would be go to Daryl's Tomb, but maybe his thought process is different, or maybe he's thinking people would go to Daryl's Tomb earlier, so let's take a little bit of a gamble.
Fortunately, he thought, you know, with everything that's gone wrong, what can go wrong here? And we've gotten 2 demis back to back to start. There we go. If you give the Zone Eater a little bit of love, he'll give you a little bit of love as well.
Yeah, just give him a little cure and he'll take pity on you. Oh, and Falcon Head, wow.
Whoa. That's impressive.
Flying through.
You blink and you miss it.
Yeah. Ow. Ooh. I was like, oh, he's starting round 2. Look at Schwantz's screen. Look back. Oh god, he's on the boss. That's just well done by Falcon.
I just didn't want to look at the horror again, right? Because I thought we would, you know, go to something else for a moment to distract the viewers, but yeah, other plans in store.
Has the Ice 3, so not. Oh, he has an Atma weapon. So he has Atma weapon, fixed ice, VKs, all sorts of offering weapons. I know you don't really want to offering the fixed ice when you have the other 2, but
this Rexall fight is really, really annoying when you have a BK offering because you need to target the back guy. Targeting the front guys are just a time waste because they do that, they disappear and come right back. But eventually, right, he'll make his way through the fight by doing enough damage to the correct sprite. That's Terra for Schwantz at the end of Zone Eater. Good news is he just needs 1 more character Bad news is now Terra has the most possible checks for any character he could have found, so it's going to be a while before he finds the 7th character.
He's doing his peekable check first.
Yeah, doing his due diligence.
At least one hit on. Oh yeah, for the random offense, just bouncing over to the little guys. Falcon inside.
That was an Atma weapon at Mobliz, so unless he really wants a second Atma weapon, he's going to pass on that. And we're off somewhere else to find character number 7. And 3 more Espers, by the way. Don't forget we need 3 more Espers.
Boss update 8 on Swanson side and 7 on Falcon hits. So that bump up to 8 here when he hopefully takes Rexel down here soon.
10 seconds left on the permadeath counter, auto condemn counter, excuse me, but doesn't matter. We're through the Rexel fight. Falcon hit with his Zetzer.
Yeah. With only one Phoenix down, it might just be a permadeath timer at this point. Because now he's starting to collect some other characters, so you start making choices with your last Phoenix down now.
Schwantz is selling a lot of stuff for. I thought he was gonna go for the economizer, but just earrings it looks like.
That's a lot of earrings.
Yeah. Well.
I guess when you have Merton, maybe eventually a lot of tier 3 magic, some Ultimas. You just want those earrings to pump up that magic damage.
Remember Schwantz didn't go through Imperial Camp. He wiped at that nasty goblin fight, and he didn't check the monster in the box, so he doesn't know the offering's there. That offering Valiant Knife setup is really Falcon Hit's saving grace here. He just hasn't had the come across the encounters he can capitalize it with yet. But really, that's the rest of the seed for Falcon Hit should go relatively smooth. It's just Schwantz is so far out ahead of him. It's just a matter of how smooth versus how fast can Falcon Hit catch up.
Yeah, and Schwantz is going to go do his Kefka Narsh check. So that's will be one part of the skip done, but he'll need 6 more bosses.
Ooh, that's Yamaro. That's how quickly we went from needing 5 characters, now needing 0. Now we just need 3 more Espers.
And then once again, finally keeping up some nicer bosses. You know, maybe the seed is starting to take a turn, you know, start being a little nicer. Maybe. And getting his snow muffler from the Edgar free check. The way the seed's been going, a little bit of extra defense is always nice. If somebody can equip it.
Schwantz is gonna get the. I think it was an ice shield or behemoth suit. Yeah, it was an ice shield.
Yeah, ice shield.
Knew it was like some type of piece of armor you kind of wish you had, but kind of didn't really care if you didn't.
Yeah, just another piece towards Merton protection. I think he has what, 2 shields and a Minerva?
Well, he has. I think he put a Blizzard Orb on somebody as a relic, and Blizzard Orb will negate wind damage, which Merton is part fire, part wind, right? So if you negate one, you negate the other, or if you can absorb one, you absorb the other. And that's what he's using. But an ice shield does give him a nice piece of equipment. Plus, it gives him a free relic spot back to maybe double earrings or something else with another character.
Yeah. It's always nice that the Yeti equipment are good Merton protection. So I guess what, Rage Ring is immune to fire, is it?
It absorbs fire.
Yeah. Even if you don't have a Yeti, seeing those accessories can be nice when you're Merton in.
So Schwantz is mainly doing this one. He knows it's an Esper, possibly an Esper, excuse me. And 2, Schwantz needs 5 more bosses, plus Kefka and Narsh completing this check to unlock his skip. This will give him one of those pieces of progression, possibly 1 more boss, and obviously the 1/2 of the skip requirements. So after this, Swanson will need anywhere from 2 to 3 more espers, along with 4 more bosses to get his Kefka Tower skip and requirements. Oh no, he got snagged by just some zombones.
He knows that there's an Odin in the Phantom Train. It's a little bit of a slow check, but if you just need 1 more Esper, it can definitely be worth it. Falcon Head on his way to go get his go-go. Starting his character avalanche. Just character after character after character. That's an unpleasant robot. He does have some lightning magic here.
He is a little hostile of a guy, Guardian can be.
When in doubt, press the big blue button.
So we've seen both runners walk through up North Kefka at Narsh, and we know within Yamaro's kit that's not a character, it could be an Esper or an item there. So actually what I would think Schwantz would do here is he's going to run up Water Ruin Narsh. He can do A the Ice Dragon if he wants to, B the Tritox spot, which will be an Esper or an item, and then A, Yamaro's Cave, which we know cannot be a character because there's not a character sprite in the Yamaro window. So that will be either an Esper or an item. If this is an Esper, within the next 3 to 4 minutes, it could potentially be in go mode, along with having just needing 2 more bosses to get to what he needs.
Yeah, he would get 1 boss, or actually we get 2 bosses going up.
Yeah.
The World of Ruin Marsh.
Dragons do not count as bosses. Setzer was down from, I think that was Aqua Rake or Clean Sweep. I missed the water attack. Speaking of Clean Sweep, there it is on Falcon hit screen.
Yeah, that's the 10th boss for Schwantz. So yeah, then 2 more, and then yeah, he'll be looking for 2 more bosses.
Fenrir is a nice Esper. I know we already have access to Golem, but the Golem shield and Fenrir image are 2 different things.
And knowing with permadeath, you never know. Might burn out Phoenix Downs, and not have enough Phoenix Downs to get up your calmness protection, so having backup calmness protection could be good.
Multi-summon is on for this flag set as well, so we can essentially cast Fenrir on every tier of Final Kefka, or other fights if we wanted to as well. And it will also stay on between tiers. There are a couple spots where the spell will come out and it can be removed. Other than that, it's a pretty solid pickup just all around.
Yeah, having that vanish for first phase, those punches don't hurt. Being able to dodge 10 hits, there's some quite nice things to be dodging with vanish.
Oh yeah, we also have access to Search the Skies. I forgot about that.
Okay, so another boss, maybe another Esper.
This is a little scary because of what Blue Armors can do if you give them the opportunity to do it. Case in point is that guy right there, doing something a little scary.
Not too much damage, but you don't want them casting.
There is something worse that can come out. Not that. They're not showing off their full display of their power there, but.
Oh,
there we go.
Nice.
Doesn't matter anymore because they can't do it. I think he's jumping with that Atma weapon, which is actually pretty nice damage right there.
As the old WoW adage is, can't DPS when you're dead. I guess probably other info say that too, but ooh, XP egg. Something you would want earlier in the seed.
Yeah, maybe
it's always nice to see, but
an hour and 14 minutes ago that would have been a little bit nicer, but can't complain.
When you're 37 and 34, well, he's giving it to Setzer. Maybe we might get some bum rushes here.
Oh, that's a good point. At level 42, Setzer can go take a visit to Duncan's house, and they'll do the hokey pokey and turn it all about. And before you know it, he'll teach Bum Rush to your level 42 Blitz Wizard, and that experience that just for sure kind of gets him to that Bum Rush spot.
Bum Rush is strong, but like all the other offense Falcon has been using this race random. you don't get to pick who it goes on. So, but so much of the late game is just, other than the Kefka Tower, of course, are a lot of single target fights. So quite nice to have. Ooh, thought he was going to get caught on that bridge, but he just snuck by. And yeah, like you were saying, Schwann's going up World of Ruin Narsh, getting his shot at 2 more espers, getting 2 more bosses, which should get him up to 13, because he's at 11 right now, and Falcon hits at 9. And then Falcon hit, he's gonna get his Terra here.
Yes, indeed.
So he'll be missing 1 character.
Um,
When he gets his Umaro.
how many? Swan's just had to drop another Phoenix down to his Celeste going down. I wonder how many he has left. I think it's
I'm not
2.
sure how many. Because I Falcon had 1 in the Opera House and they reset, so I'd assume he still has 1.
He was just up there, but I missed it.
Stoving to 1. Bailey goes out while Celes is on the ground.
He has 4. He has 4 left. Okay, so he's in.
Oh, that's
He's in very good position. Yeah. Falcon has just the 1, but Falcon is gonna find out that there's just an Atma weapon here taking care of the children, so he's gonna nope out of this.
What does the dragon give Schwantz? So it'll be his 3rd dragon.
Ooh, Dragon Horn.
Dragon Horn from a dragon, makes sense.
That will go nice on his Celeste, who already has another Dragon Horn.
Yep. Might as well sell it for, like, what, 1/8? They're worth? Maybe get a little bit of money. It's true. He hasn't done Zen Thief also, if he needs another Esper.
Yeah, that is true. I
I
think
know it's 60,000 for 1. I'm not sure what the World of Balance one is.
in the World of Balance, it's definitely cheaper because Falcon Hit has, yeah, he has that Esper. I don't remember what it was, but it's definitely cheaper in the World of Balance. I don't know how much cheaper, but really, just about anything will be cheaper.
Yeah, I want to say it's Kieran, but I'm not sure. Oh, and then our at least 2nd scoop of vanilla on Schwantz's side, beating up the frozen chicken.
Alright, round 2 versus Gigantos. I think this one's gonna go. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
That's
You.
the last Esper.
That's the 2nd time you've cast or cursed them. You brought up the operatives, and now you brought up, hey, Gigantos. It's gonna be easy.
That's something. Those are some feelings going inside.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I was like, Falcon will be much better prepared this time, and then he just gets throw jabbed.
So there was, I think it was a weekly draft seed where on the mine, so it was empty shops and like a really, really poor chest roll, right? But on the minecart ride in Magitek Factory, which was required, there was a double Gigantos fight. The problem was because of the way scaling worked, that scaling was party highest. So you couldn't really outscale them, and because the shops were empty and the chests were pretty poor as far as what they had in them, you had no defense. So no matter when you came there, if you came there at level 10 or level 40, they were always at the highest level of your party, and it doesn't matter really, you know, if they're the same level as you, they're going to punch very hard, right? And so you essentially need snow mufflers or something close to a snow muffler to be able to tank them if you're not out leveling Gigantos. And that's just the drawback to them. Yeah, he cooperates that time.
Ooh, 2 Espers for Schwantz here. One from the Tritalk check, and then now one from Yeti Cave. So that
Puts him at 10.
I think 10. Is Drag? Does it?
Dragon does not
Dark
count as a
says
boss.
Oh, that might put him at 9. His practice is 9. I might have bumped it up early. And then yeah, he has 12 bosses. So
Yeah, after this he'll have 13, so he just needs one more. I'm not sure if he's gonna do a full walk of the Kefka's tower, of the right side, and warp out and do a skip, or if he's just gonna go to like do like the toilet atma spot, or just go get another boss somewhere else.
yeah, because I wonder what level Setzer is. Because maybe needing XP might affect his choice.
When he put the egg on Zetzer, he was 34. Now he'll have done a dragon and 2 boss fights. Not particularly robust, experienced boss fights, but nevertheless. He's probably like around 40, I would guess.
10th Magitek.
Ooh, 42
here.
on the dot. Why am I talking?
Like you come up with a calculator to this or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has 13 bosses. So
Bomb Rush,
He's gonna do
Toilet
the
Atma, and get into the
Yeah.
tower.
do that hokey pokey.
You got to be thinking in the back of Schwantz's mind too. With all the wipes and unfortunate scenarios he's ran into, maybe he's thinking, I just got to go, right? Like, maybe he's thinking he's got to make up some ground.
Yeah, because he's definitely taken some wipes. He's also gotten through some rough checks too. So I guess it's what's going through his mind. Is he thinking other people are also having problems, or is he thinking other people got through this faster?
Everybody that plays this seed will have to go through that Madam Outsider nightmare. I didn't want to say anything at first. I also wasn't entirely sure that you had to go through it, but now with more information, I know you have to go through it. I did tank a Ashura to the face twice, but unfortunately I didn't kill one of my characters, so while obviously, you know, I had to use a Phoenix down there, I did not have the difficulties they did. But with that in mind too, I didn't realize it. If they had realized everybody had to come there, they're probably feeling a little more safer, right? Because in real time you have that information that this is required. Someone else did not. I don't know what Schwantz is going to do here. I honestly don't know what he's thinking. I would personally think I've struggled quite a bit. I'm just not going to do a full right clear. I'm just going straight into the tower with my skip, and I'm just going to no risk it, no biscuit, right? So we're at 122. The fastest time last week in the previous round with this flag set was 121. And there was a couple else other sub 130s as well. The timer's at 123, right? And you gotta make a decision fast, and we'll think like he's just gonna do the toilet atma spot and then do his take a skip about him.
Yeah. He has decent levels, low 40s, so yeah. And I guess how much MP I wonder how is in this final round, because I wonder if that's gonna affect people's decisions. Wondering what spells people have cast.
A lot of people have a decent chunk of MP, so some of the higher tier spells can definitely come flying out, and then some of those could possibly make up for some of the struggles some runners have had as well. So that's a good point.
It's one of those things where even if you do rush, and if you get first, could get targeted by some massive spells.
Alright, little Falcon hit update. He is at 7 and 8. He's about to get his Fenrir. He's at 10 bosses. He'll be at 11 after he completes this check, so he'll need one more Esper and 3 more bosses to get his requirements.
Getting his last boss here, because he's on 13 bosses, so this will be his skip unlock here, and then getting to see how the those statues are shuffled. See how rude they are.
Goddess, Poltergeist, and Doom will be shuffled amongst their 3 original spots in any possible order. They could be in the vanilla spot, they could be to the left or to the right, or just about anywhere. But we know where they are for sure. They're going to be waiting for us in Kefka's Tower once both of our runners make their way up there.
What's your a least favorite of those three to fight?
Oh, it's definitely Poltergeist. Especially in a 1v1 scenario because the stop blaster combo obviously is no bueno. Two, normally when you have a flame shield, you kind of neutralize a lot of the things Poltergeist can do. Except in this flag set with phase shift and all of the random abilities, it doesn't have the normal effect you think it would because he's not using Flare Stir anymore, right? He's using Clean Sweep, or he's using Arrow, so you can't really kind of defend against his predetermined abilities. You kind of need the Paladin Shield, or else you just kind of take it for what it is, right? He's going to hit you with some things. So Poltergeist is far and away the most bootable one you can fight in this spot.
Yeah, I wonder if it's worth, just because he does have the Paladin Shield, just rotating the Paladin Shield preemptively on every fight.
Oh, definitely. That's the entire point of getting the Paladin Shield with wide remove in this scenario. You gotta be prepared for it to shuffle it around for insurance.
Normalcy, you wouldn't always shuffle equipment, but until you actually know what bosses are there. But on this one, you know where the bosses are getting tough, so it's worth it. Speaking of tough bosses, Falconhead did not have a tough time, or did not have a fun time with Guardian.
No, he was down to his last Phoenix down. A good kind of rule of thumb with permadeath, because typically with permadeath seeds you get an X amount of Phoenix downs to kind of nope your way out of some things. Ideally, you want to be a little more flexible until you get down to that last Phoenix down, right? So that way, the last one is when you kind of gotta draw the hard line. Do I want to use it now or save it possibly for the final fight? And he's gonna save it for the final fight.
Fun tangent. Kind of like French vanilla. Guardian and Kefka swap spots.
Oh yeah.
So in a way, kind of like French vanilla.
Oh no. That was a fall of one out of Doom there. He's using that phase shift ability he was blessed with. He's using them pretty creatively.
Yeah, so we'll see how oh no, he's healing. So I wonder if Leo still has the VK offering equipped to risk it for the biscuit with 1 HP VK strats.
No, Schwantz doesn't have the VK offer. That's just
Oh true, that's Falcon who has it, yeah.
Looks like for this party he's leaning heavily into his magic setup.
Magic. Quad 9 blue bubbles, always nice.
Yeah, it's a shame he can only cast it one time.
I've been liking those Moogle Cup seeds where it's like 70... It's a lot less mana. Last time I used it was like 74 mana or something. Much nicer than the, what, 254 it is here, I believe.
I think Schwantz was debating a Fenrir cast there, but in this phase of Doom's fight, he pretty much does that. He just says, you know, I'm going to negate a random element, and then he kind of tries to punch you. He doesn't do anything else. And a Fenrir will negate those punches, but I think he's fine.
Kills with hop damage, shock for that non-elemental magic damage. So
yeah, he was very well equipped to get through this fight right here. The more interesting fight's going to be wherever that Poltergeist is or isn't.
So Falcon is there looking at a black belt. Wonder if he had enough money to get that to boost up that HP for his VK. Because he has that offense with the VK offering. I wonder if he's going to also be going for Bum Rush. He still has the Setzer in the party, but doesn't have the levels, and I would assume he's probably feeling behind. So I wonder if he's going to go for it.
Ooh, this is good stuff. Setzer has Bum Rush. His Go-Go has Bum Rush. He can shuffle the Paladin Shield. This is great heads-up play here by Schwantz. Earring Bum Rush, even on a pretty poor character, is gonna almost break the damage cap.
Yeah, and with these being guaranteed single target fights, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, do I send a Bum Rush down a lane solo? What happens if I'm running the Heaton or something? But I guess one of the good things about Shuffled.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oof.
Goddess has just a little north over 30,000 HP. Or excuse me, just a little under 30,000 HP. Cyclonic is pretty fortunate because that's only fractional. One more Bum Rush and this fight's over.
Yeti's, even though Yeti hasn't been in the party, he's still that a little damage had, which is nice. I think Goddess is down. So now we're just left with your favorite, the spicy chicken.
So it's gonna be Go-Go versus Poltergeist, just like we can do it all along from the moment the seed was rolled. We knew this moment was coming for Go-Go. What's Go-Go versus Poltergeist? Let's see who wins.
Yeah. Go-Go doesn't have the greatest stats, but Bum Rush is such a strong attack. And he is with Hera, who does have at least a little bit of levels. Because, well, actually, I don't even know how her level is. Like, he got her fairly late, but no 30's not the worst, so maybe she can survive a few hits and, like, at least just be there to heal or something.
Yeah, some of the big things that are going to be troublesome here is, looks like he's going to equip the Terror because he's thinking about it, is, he'll have access to a bevy of spells that can still ignore that Paladin shield and everything it does for you. Like Ultima, Flare Star is not one of them, but he could also Whirlwind, he could also stop Blaster. We saw Doom do Fallen 1. Fallen 1 could also be in Poltergeist's repertoire. And the bad news with Permadeath is that we're not going to waste the Phoenix down picking up Terra, so a lot of attacks that could come out now aren't going to hit multiple targets and therefore not suffer a damage penalty if they have a multi-target damage penalty that they could have. So, yeah, RNG really needs to be on Schwanz's side here.
Go-Go versus
Oh no.
Poltergeist, the ultimate
Oh no.
showdown.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh. Alright. That's okay though, right? Because he's not going to AoE attack Terra down right away every time. So maybe Terra can save up a turn or two and take that hyperdrive for him this time.
Yeah, split some damage. Just be a meat shield. Cause yeah, it's been too smooth sailing for Schwanz recently, you know, the game just needed to remind him that this has been an evil seed.
Falcon Hit is gonna get Esper number 10 here in just a moment, along with 2 more bosses with Trituck in the Morrow spot. And he'll have his skip, so he'll be right on Schwanz's heels here momentarily. Oh no, that's the wrong Blitz input.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There's one turn worth of damage down.
That's okay. We didn't take down Terra though. There we go.
Yeah, if this spicy chicken doesn't cooperate, you know, maybe see how fast Falcon Hit can catch up. Nice one. 2400 damage, not the worst. Always nice.
Yeah, another thing that kind of does is kind of jams Poltergeist's Q, because Poltergeist will counterattack a lot of attacks, and if he's just, you know, counterattacking with that, that's very fortuitous. Uh-oh, this Wombat's a little less fortuitous. Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
Oh, he's alive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... X-Potioner. X-Potion him, Schwanz. Oh, even better. That's a... Get out of the Schwanz. Get out of the menu, Schwanz. You need Go-Go's ATV to go.
Get Bum Rush off here. Oh, is this gonna end it?
That's Bum Rush number 3, I think. He's gonna need at least 2 more Bum Rushes. This Grand Train's gonna take down Terra. Yeah, that's fine. So Schwanz just needs another Bum Rush here. and possibly an attack he can absorb. And then he'll be able to get through this.
This missed bum rush at the start gonna come back to bite him.
Yeah. No, it does not.
Oh! Nice.
Very nice.
Has the final Kefka tower left.
Yeah, that's huge because this is boss number 14, so Falconet will be very shortly entering the tower with Skip, but Schwantz is done with his statues and he'll be beginning the final fight here.
Yeah, because he has Commerce Protection, he has Instant Death. I don't know if he has Mute. I haven't seen. He's not required, but it's always nice, helps that second phase. Falcon hit, waiting for his Piranha fight while Schwantz is stepping on the switches here at 1:35:48. People in chat, what time, how long is Schwantz gonna take on this fight? What time is he ending?
Yeah,
What's your guess clue?
a fun little game. Grethen, we obviously wants us to partake in is how long will this final fight take the Schwantz 27 to complete? We timed the fight from when the church bell dings on phase 1 to the crack power of tier 4. For reference, about 10-ish minutes would be an average Kefka fight here, but Schwantz is pretty strong. If you're able to make it through the statues in their vanilla spots with characters 1v1 and 2v1, you're a pretty strong party. So I'm going to predict we have an 8-minute on the dot Kefka fight.
I'm going to go in 9:15.
9:50?
1:59, 9:15.
1:30, 1:36:46.
Got an 8:38 in chat. $10:59. Got some wide range. See how RNG treats us. Oh, looks like that Doom worked, so that's always nice to see.
It's a great start. Remember, he has Merton 2 in the full Merton setup, and spells like Merton Ultima are huge on tiers 1 and tier 2 with the multi-part. Lizzie, don't bark at me, I'm trying to talk. Lizzie's, one of my dogs, not a fan of Ultima, as you can hear. But nevertheless, Ultima being able to come out and fire and hit 3 and 4 different parts of a boss is huge from a DPS standpoint. Because even if it does 6,000, that's 6 times 4, that's 24,000, right? In one turn. Doesn't get much better than that.
And then Merton's nice because the fire weakness on the head, and then also Leo with that Paladin shield, getting a heal from it. And then we have Falcon hit. His poltergeist fight. Wow. Wants cleaning up his phase 1 here.
Yeah, the good news for Falcon is this is probably his best character. Character that's best equipped to take down this poltergeist here.
That's solid BK damage.
Yeah, he's got enough HP too with that 4,000, or that if he came out with a hyperdrive did what, 28,000 to Schwantz? That's just going to boost Falcon Hits Leo's damage.
Lower his HP a bit more. Oh, no, right. He resists that. Oof, that's a bunch of damage. Be getting in through one hit. Always nice to be seeing a character get up close to 10k or over 10k for phase 3 to try and dodge that Meteor cast.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, also has Mute, so makes this phase much easier.
Falcon Hit done with Poltergeist. Schwantz done with tier 1. That next one gonna hit. Very nice.
RNG's being kind. So yeah, that's much
Finally.
easier. Phase 2,
Yeah.
muted.
The first
Caster
hour
in
and
the
30 minutes of the scene were a little cool, but the last 10 minutes have been smooth sailing for everybody.
Yeah, mostly smooth sailing, just that Poltergeist was a little bit rude. But compared to the start of the scene, very nice.
Falcon Hit's gotta be very careful. He's not to the final fight yet, right? But that BK offering, he just has the one Phoenix down left, and we saw it the last turn where he's doing 6k swing with how much HP he has. But still, to do those type of numbers, he's going to be at low HP, and when you're at low HP, you're in danger of going down. So could present some obstacles for him.
Get through all these statues without having to use the Phoenix down. I would assume he might even reset if he takes a quick death. So you're getting that spin rear out, so he can dodge 10 hits. Oh, yeah, smart move. He swapped his offering around so that Edgar has Atma offering his path. Hits. Interesting. I wonder. He seems to be getting hit a lot for having cast Fenrir.
Well, remember, Fenrir isn't guaranteed to get you through 10 hits safely, because you have a 1 in 4 chance of every attack of that attack taking away your image status. And once that image status goes away, that attack will miss, but going forward, right, it's no longer there.
And I guess I never thought of this. These condemn timers are getting quite low. So Schwantz has, I think we saw 4 Phoenix downs. So that'll help him a lot, but it could be rough on Falconet's side. Only having 1 Phoenix down and having to get through Kefka with that condemn timer.
Yeah, that condemned timer is a little more pertinent in the 1v1 statues fights, because as you see, he's having to waste time to expulsion himself here, and you can't wait trick, right? Because his terror is down, you're not going to waste your last Phoenix down, bring her back up. As long as you're able to have comfortable DPS like Schwantz has, it's less of an issue on the various parts of the tiers of Kefka.
Yeah, being reset, but he got low, he got down to 7 seconds.
Tier 2 is really the tier where it kind of glares the most, right? Because it has the most points, the most parts with the most damage that you have to deal to get through it. But it would not be surprising here if none of his characters tick down to 30 or below with how fast he's able to make work of this tier.
A lot of offense with that bum rushing, jumping, and
Falcon hits through his Doom fight. One more statue fight to go, and that will be his goddess fight. Yeah, that's pretty healthy damage from a jumping Atma weapon Celeste there.
Oh. Shock out for some more.
Ooh, this is a great heads-up play from Schwantz, because in the permadeath seed, Phoenix will cast Life 3 on everybody.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Just getting out all the commons protection.
Yeah, just in case. Those Life 3s and banishes, or excuse me, images will transfer between the multiple tiers as well, so it will go up with him to the last fight. One more bum rush. Yep, there it is.
There's calmness.
Very nice.
Very clean phase 3, and now just a DPS check for the phase 4 here. Looking like, depending on his offense, 838 could be a solid guess here. Come close to my 915. Poor Yeti on Falcon's side. Getting a love token. Something Yeti does not like. Oh, but his goddess goes down. Seems like he's going to be approaching his final Kefka fight here.
Yep. Falcon will make his final preparations for his final fight, but Schwann's 27 has no more final preparations to make. He just needs to sit down, have dinner, and go to town on it. This tier, final Kefka has 62,000 HP, but we don't even have time to talk about all the different tiers because Schwanz is just blowing through them. So he needs to do about 30k more damage, and he should have no problem doing that here with everything he's got at disposal.
This Goner cast is on, so you want to pump as much damage you can get here because he won't be countering.
He will not. This Bum Rush probably does it. Oh, nope, we got to do a Goner animation.
Goner off.
This has got to be absolutely nerve-wracking to Schwantz because he's at the 146 minute mark, and this Goner is just eating time. But fortunately, he doesn't know it, but unfortunately, Falcon Hit is just getting on his switch use now.
Everybody survives. Oh, but he's going full steam
send.
ahead, so hopefully no
Full
Ultima.
send. There we go.
Crack
pow.
46-14. Congrats to Schwantz. That was a solid job on a terrible seed. Get your GGs in chat.
Absolutely phenomenal to make it through that nightmare.
That's good. It has a final official time 1:46:15. That is a solid time. Good job, GG's.
Alright, let's
We
get
have Falcon Hit on his start of Final Kefka.
and we are joined by the Schwantz 27. Schwantz, I consider you a close personal friend, and I wish I could have warned you about some of the dangers that were coming, especially in that opera house. You understand, right? You know, it's...
That was disgusting. So there was another Kefka Grand Prix event. It might have been one of the first that I ever took place in. This was way back in like 2020 or 2021. And there was an infamous seed one of the weeks where it was a required like poltergeist with two characters, Kefka and Narsh kind of situation. And this reminded me of, the very final seed is going to make these competitors sweat and have to do things the really, really hard way. So I'm glad that the seed was very difficult, but at the time I was not thrilled.
Yeah. No, I don't even know where to begin with all of the struggles, right? Falcon Hit is down to one Phoenix down and has been for like the past hour, by the way.
Did he find the Phoenix Esper?
I think he has the Phoenix Esper, or Phoenix Esper, but he spent a good 20 minutes in the Phantom Train just to give you the idea of how bad some things have gone because he was hiding, and he was trying to Valiant Knife offering his way through it. But we can go through all of that later. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I saw that my time in the race room. I wish there was like a haste 11 because there's no way I'm gonna be the first place person. There's definitely gonna be people who, will go through some struggles, but will definitely get there faster than I did for sure. I think the positive side of my struggles with things like getting yeeted out of Imperial Camp because I couldn't fight that one mob that really annoyed me because my party was not built for, a mob that had that big of resistance to magic damage, right? Usually when you have Shock Leo to start, you're like, all right, Shock Leo is going to carry me at least through like 3 or 4 of the first checks, and then I'll figure out what to do afterwards. And that was not the case with this particular seed because it was a reset out of Imperial Camp twice, a reset out of Opera House early when I saw Pugs as one encounter and Madam Outsider as the other encounter, and then I forgot my dragon weaknesses on the gold dragon because I was just trying to rush and make up that time, and that's when you make way more mistakes is when you rush. So I had to calm myself down for a second, recompose, and say, "Hey, let's just do what we got to do here, and we'll make it through at some point eventually."
Yeah,
Right? So
the
that's sort of how it was. I guess I'm kind of glad that I ended up figuring out, oh, this is the last location, Opera House, sort of early on, because I did a lot of my peeking checks, and I got kicked out of a lot of other checks that also I knew what the reward was. I kind of knew my way through the seed a little bit. It just took a little while to get there. So
I will say, having a preview of what was coming, when you did that gold dragon and then you pulled out the berserk, I was so thankful that you did that, because then I knew that you had put berserk on somebody, because I also knew what was coming in the minecart, right? Unfortunately. But no, that was a great heads up play. Did that ever come across your mind, like, hey, this Esper has berserk, let's put it on somebody just in case?
yeah, I try to have at least one person learn some spell that would be useful, right? Like, I don't know if you saw when I was doing the World of Ruin Norse thing, I was like, all right, I think I have warp on some Esper somewhere. Let's just make sure somebody learns it when we kill the dragon so I can get the heck out of here, right? So I kind of pay attention to those little things sometimes. And the Berserk thing was definitely one of those. Like, yeah, let's learn this just in case we run into a Magi Master. I completely forgot about it on Gold Dragon until after I thought about it for a second. I'm like, wait a second. You know, insert kid's voice. Wait a minute, you know? That's sort of how that kind of went. But yeah, that was a pretty rough go of things overall. I did not find Valiant Knives. I didn't really do a lot of looting, I don't think. In seeds like this where we get shocked to start, I tend to just go. And the fact that I found a dragon horn and a halfway decent weapon for Celeste to use so early just meant, hey, I'm gonna go and I'll let the seed give me what it gives me. And Setzer and Gogo were pretty clutch getting bum rush. As soon as I saw the Blitz character, that's what I thought to myself. I'm probably going to be level 42 by the end of this, so let's go keep him in the party so I can get bum rush. And same thing with Gogo, because when the statues are in Kefka's tower, you need ridiculously high, powerful defense ignoring damage to deal with them. So that was sort of the way I built the end of my game there.
Yeah, you had mentioned you had shock, you have all that money, you just kind of go. It was a very interesting start. I was pretty flabbergasted that, like, immediately you send up with the warp over to the World of Ruin and you start grabbing stuff and going. That was kind of like everything you kind of touched on. I had the goods already. Let's just find a little more goods and then see what happens.
Yeah, so in a shock start, I'm looking for earrings, I'm looking for magic power boosting gear. I see my partner is Celeste, who has jump, so that means I'm looking for a dragon horn maybe, or I'm looking for a big beefy sword, right? And those dragon horns are big beefy swords. You usually get them from dragon drops or dead checks, right? So it kind of favors go find earrings, which I did in the shop relatively early on. I think it was World of Ruin and Ikea on my way shopping to go to South Figaro, right? So I found those early on, and I'm like, let's just go do checks and let's hope I find other stuff to do. So, unfortunately, I got railroaded by the fights in Imperial Camp, which that was what tilted me the most, because I knew I could beat those fights. I just got very unlucky with, the damage model, because they hit very hard, and when you get a pincer attack like that, they hit you in the back, they do twice as much damage, and I couldn't sustain that much damage there.
Falcon Hin is making his way on to his Tier 4 Final Kefka. Gretham, do you have any questions for Schwantz here before we let him go? But not let him go too far, because we have another podcast coming after this.
Yeah. I guess just like, what was your thought process going through that scene, having such a rough start? Did you want to start doing more risks, or were you thinking other people were also going to be struggling, so you didn't have to do as many risks? What was your thought process going through that?
Well, as soon as I found out that it was, you had to go into Opera House and you had to dodge the Pugs and Madamount Cider fight, I felt a little bit better about myself, but before then I was like, I need to go, I need to do it, I need to, and that's why you saw me making a few mistakes with things like not healing before I went and fought a dragon, things like that. When you try and go faster than you normally do, that's when you start making mistakes. So that was, part of it is I'm going to go as quickly as possible to find where my character is, because at that point, right, I already knew that Imperial Camp wasn't a character. I had peeked Phantom Train and saw that it was an Esper with mute on it, so I'm like, hey, if I don't find mute on another Esper, go back for this later, right? So sometimes having the knowledge will make you sort of calm down and realize, hey, you have at least mapped out what the logic is of the seed, and you just have to go execute and do it, right? You now know I don't have to go back to Phantom Train for a while. I don't have to go back to Imperial Camp for a while, right? It just is frustrating because those are things that you could have done potentially first try, but you didn't. And that's what happens sometimes. You have to just go in more prepared and take more levels. So I wasn't mad about going to do all of Magitek. Usually I hate Magitek 3, but with the fact that I knew I was going to get some levels from it, that's why I did that. Plus, that's why I did the dragon so early. I was like, I need some levels, and I need to have Leo learn some spells that aren't shock. So if I have to go back to Imperial Camp or whatever, I could save up for Ultima at least, because Ultima is the cure-all, right? So.
Yeah. And before we let Schwantz go, again, not gonna let him go too far because we have something else come up after this, and I'll be there for it as well. We're gonna let Schwantz go now, and we're gonna bring in Falcon Hit. GG Schwantz, thank you for running tonight. And you got anything else you wanna mention? Maybe that's coming up in the next 10 to 20 minutes before we let you go.
Yeah, so I want to thank you guys, Glue and Gretham, for putting on the show. Can't have the broadcast without the staff to do it, so really appreciate you stepping into the booth and the tracking and doing all the work to put these races on. Huge shout out to Boo and Double Down for putting on this event, the Kefka Grand Prix. It's been a lot of fun, and I am also looking forward to doing some more stuff with the Moogle Cup. So I'm mentoring 2 different Moogles, and I'm going to be doing some more VOD reviews and races with them this week. So all really exciting stuff. But as Drinks Glue alluded to, stay tuned. We are going to do a vodcast of last week's Fallen Run race. The first, second, and third place participants were separated by about 40 seconds. So it's going to be a really tight race, and it'll be interesting to watch. I've only seen one of the 3 VODs because I had to cut it up for my recap video. But I'm hoping that it'll be fun and exciting to watch. So stay tuned for that coming up on deck as well.
And I apologize, Schwantz. We're just breaking news. We have a question from chat. Question for Schwantz.
Sure.
How do I play more like Schwantz and win races from 1v fits?
How do you play like me? You struggle mightily early on in the seed, and then you just make tons of mistakes, and then you catch yourself up because you like orange creamsicle flavor ice cream and not mint chocolate chip, which is disgusting. So that's the only reason why I beat Falcon.
All right, tell us how you really feel.
Poor choice of ice cream. No, you could sign up for a mentorship as well. Besides, if you are late to the Moogle Cup, but you still want somebody to review like a video, or if you want some live coaching, be sure to check out the Beginner's House channel on our Discord, and there's some links to do that. So you could always submit yourself to learning from one of the best or one of the worst, depending upon which day of the week it is for me. So thank you. But yeah,
as somebody who's in the Moogle Cup, mentorship, great option if you're learning how to play the seed game.
For sure. But yeah, so that'll do it for me. GG's as well, Falcon Hit, and we'll see everybody, I guess, in Ultras League next season, because I think that'll be coming up next.
GG's, and speaking of Falcon Hit, we are joined by him as well. Falcon Hit, where's your mind at after that tough go through that seed and all the various challenges it threw at you?
It's just one of those seeds where if you do things one way, you're like chilling, but if you do things another way, you're just dying, right? I think one of the biggest parts of this like seed is whether you do Gigantos, because I had the ability to kill Gigantos, like if you start with shock, and if you kill the Gigantos, obviously you want to like, what's the word I want to use? You want to have good tempo, so you want to do all your World of Runes checks. So if I killed Gigantos, I would have done Search the Skies, and if I did Search the Skies, I would have the early egg. And then it would have been easy, right? The rest of the game would have been easy, but I didn't do that. So I struggled in Imperial Camp, and then I struggled in Phantom Train because I was like behind in Imperial Camp, and I really wanted the Esper with Warp, because I couldn't find any Warp stats. And then it just cascaded from there. But like, if you
Yeah.
start Gigantos, it's like super easy because you're level what 14.
Not to poo-poo on your strategy, but I did do Gigantos earlier.
Eh.
Still struggled. But yeah, I get what you're saying for sure. Yeah, I think I was level 12 or 13 after collapsing house. I felt real good going into Imperial Camp, and then ran into the mobs that have super duper high magic defense, and just said, "Well, I guess I'll die."
If you're
Yeah,
wondering why
that's okay.
Schwantz didn't just run away from them,
Oh, you didn't get the
He
BJ,
got
right? Because
pincer
why would you go to
attack.
Why would you go to World of Balance without the girl in the seed, right? If I did Gigantos, I probably wouldn't have gone to World of Balance, but I didn't, so I did went there and I got the BJ.
Yeah, I got pincer attacked twice, I think it was on Schwanz's side.
yeah.
Ooh, that's rough. The Pincer attacks are so rough.
Yeah, but nevertheless, you were able to eventually get out of that hiding fight and get going. What were your thoughts on everybody's favorite part from the chat and ours in the booth of that Madam Outsider Opera House?
Oh, it was great. I was like, ah, shoot, because I had warp, right? But they always like move first because their speed is ridiculous. Oh, that was your favorite part? Your favorite part wasn't the two character Magimaster?
Schwantz had Berserk on a character.
I had Berserk for
So
that.
Oh, damn.
the
Who went to Opera House? Because Opera House was the only way forward, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went to Opera House. I saw the Pugs fight. I ran away from it. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll just run away from those. And then I saw the Madam Outsider fight. And then I reset immediately as soon as I saw it. And I'm like, well,
Yep.
time to go somewhere else. Because that was after getting killed twice at Imperial Camp. So I knew it was there when I went to go back there. I just had to go buy smoke bombs or whatever. So I spent time looking for that too. It was a disaster.
yeah.
But for real, can we talk about that Magimaster at Epic, dude? That's like the worst place for Magimaster, because you do the minecart right again if you died.
Yeah.
And then I got through with Dead Sabin, but I was horn fixed dice jumping, and I was like, well, oh man, that double kill, I didn't know what happened.
We
Because
did not
sometimes,
know what happened either. We knew what
because
was.
sometimes, I knew this was going to happen, but there was like a chance where, like, you can, like when you reform party at after Kefka Narsh, if you put dead party members in your thing, you can actually walk around.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe I could like
So-
finish the fight and I'd have 2 dead party members, but nah, you just get annihilated.
So
It's
the-
truly unfortunate.
Informed Schwantz, who is here, of what happened. In Falcon Hit's second or third go of the Magimaster fight, he was fixed dice jumping with Celeste, right? Except the counter was down to 2, and Magimaster had like less than 1,000 HP left, so he jumps. Timer goes down in there, and we thought game over was gonna pop on the screen, but game over never came up on the screen. And then he came down with 0 on the timer, and killed Magimaster, and then Doom hits his Celeste. And it was like, it's like a 3-second animation, but it was honestly like a 2-hour wait to see what would happen, because we weren't sure what would happen, and unfortunately it took him back to the title screen.
Yeah, it's weird because usually if it's like a double kill like that, you usually get the favor, especially in like the boss dying animation. But maybe since Magimaster doesn't have the same boss dying animation, it's slightly different.
Yeah.
I'm not. I have no idea. That is. I can't wait to watch this back now. Because you learn something new every time you watch Worlds Collide, right?
It was a very suspenseful 10 seconds waiting for him to come down and see what would happen. But
I'm not sure if it was the timer counting down or I think I was seizured and I took a seizure proc while mid-air.
oh, that is true, because
You were at 1
you were at
HP
1
and you took
HP.
0.
You took the 0, then your timer ran down as well.
Yeah.
There was a
and I
lot
just like-
going on that nobody.
I wasn't sure what was gonna happen, but I was really curious, so I let the fight play out, and then I got the analysis screen, and I was just like, ah, shit.
Yeah. We're not would have been shocked if you woke up and like you were in Final Fantasy 4 or another game or something. We weren't entirely sure if anything was on the table there.
Oh, it's such
Alright.
a fun scene.
Grethen,
wish I
do you
had
have any
my-
questions you'd like to throw out for Falcon Hit while we have them?
No, I don't have any questions. I just want to say thank you for running for us, because that was entertaining, I guess, is a word. Is a word for that seed.
This is definitely the kind of seed where if you're in practice, you would reset, but then you're like, this is gonna be also the kind of seed that like all the experienced runners are like, if you're having like trouble, you can just power through it because you learn like stuff. right? Because I didn't know the interaction between Caesar and Jump, and now I do.
Yeah.
And also, I wasn't like sure if I could actually get through the hide and fight, but obviously you could just grind out of any situation, right? And yeah, it was great. I learned a lot.
Yeah, well, we just want to say before we let you go, GG's, thank you for agreeing to run on Restream. Thank you for sticking it out. Thank you for showing us a very interaction there with the Magimaster. Then we were, again, I can't iterate, like I was highly curious. Like that was the highlight of my day, probably my week, of trying to guess what was going to happen there.
Oh, I wanted to ask, Schwan, did Schwan ever find earrings?
So
I was like looking for them, but I was also
World
not.
of Ruin Ikea.
So
I looted World of Ruin basically. So I did the wide sequence Baroque to get the curse shield. Then I flew to Ikea before I flew to stop figuring out.
funny thing, Schwantz. I did like kind of a standard looting path, and like I ended at World of Ruin Arsh, got my cursed paladin shield, co-shield or whatever, got my weapon shop Esper. And I didn't find any earrings. I was like, you know what? I'm flying over to Imperial Camp. I'm gonna fly over World of Ballast Ikea. I might as well stop there and see what's there. And you want to know what was in World of Ballast Ikea?
What was in World of Ballast Ikea?
Earrings and economizers, the exact same thing as the World of Ruin. When I saw you do that, I was like, man, is he in the World of Balance? Did I go to the World of Ruin? Did I misremember that? And I was like, nope, he's in the World of Ruin because he went back there like 5 times for more earrings.
That's awesome.
That was funny.
Oh, I'm looking into the spoiler room, and I was like, I also didn't know if someone should be a Magicaster or a Jumper. I think Jumper is better, especially at the end when you know you can equip the Aura Lance. Yeah, you can still have a Jet doing like 6,000 damage. It's pretty good.
I just did with at my weapon, but I didn't. Yes, you could have done it with the Aura Lance had you actually been smart and checked her equipment, unlike myself.
Oh, I sent her versus Goddess, and she was only doing 6,000 damage in Ultimate, and I was just like, I know, you kind of know from experience that Goddess has no defense, right? So I was like, I should just be horn jumping, and then I think Setzer was in the middle of an ultimate animation, so I was like, I should probably check if she can equip the Aura Lance, and she could, and I was like, oh, nice, this is gonna deal like infinite damage. I think that'll do damage, and they're like one-shot Goddess.
Yeah, that's a nice heads-up play to figure that out on the fly. I just had my 2 Bum Rush users by themselves, so that
Ooh,
sort of
Bum
took care of
Rush
itself.
users.
Yeah.
He took Go-Go for his
Ew, gross.
this Go-Go 1v1 Poltergeist. Show
Wow.
some respect on his name.
Yeah, put some respect on Gogo's name. Yeah, I could totally understand going, that is, don't do that. But hey, I like I'm a Go-Go apologist, I guess.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you again, fellas, for agreeing on the race. Thank you for the interview, and thank you for the good show tonight. We still have 5 more people that have to go through that disaster, and I want to wish them the best of luck.
Yep, GG.
GG's, everybody.
So I'm going to take the stream down. Remember, we're going to come right back up and begin a podcast here just momentarily. We'll have an announcement in Discord, and if we don't see you again, we hope you have a wonderful night.
Thank you guys again for putting